What's up, everybody, and welcome back to A Beer Day with TK. It is a crazy Saturday afternoon here in Findlay, Ohio. If you've watched the news in the U.S., there's been tons of storm, wind damage, tornadoes. Things have been a bit crazy through parts of the Midwest, I guess the south of the Midwest. Half the power is out in Findlay right now. Luckily, I still have power, so I'm going to get a video in, and if I'm lucky, upload it. I don't know if the internet will work or how long it will work, so we're going to give it a shot. Today is day 11, so let's see what we have for 11. Let's see. This is a cool looking one. This is Marie Hausbrendel. Looks like this is Family Brewery Schwarzbräu. It says it's a Helles. I see Schwarz up there. Whenever I see Schwarz, I think of a Schwarz beer, like a dark beer, but it says Hell in here, so I'm assuming it is a Helles, and they all look like nice yellow beers in those glasses. So, this is Marie Hausbrendel, Bavarian Helles Lager, and I guess the name of the brewery is Schwarzbräu, and they are from Zaumarshausen, hopefully that's right, Zaumarshausen, Germany. It was kind of interesting when I went to do the research on this one. I saw that image, and it's super cool. It'd make a really nice tin tacker or something. And it says that this is actually I guess it's the brewer's daughter, the original brewer, and the woman depicted here is the grandmother of the current owner, Leopold Schwarz. So pretty neat. The one other interesting thing is it looks like this is a label. This is a black can, but it looks like this is a label that was placed over it. And I'm kind of torn. I want to keep the can because it's so nice looking, but I would also like to peel this off and see what's underneath. Sometimes you see other cans or other beers from the same brewery, so it would be interested to see what's under it, but I do fear that I'll ruin this label. So I don't know. Maybe I'll peel it off. Maybe I won't. So anyway, stats on this: 4.8% ABV is what I saw on Untappd. Let me see. Yep, matches up on the can. 18 IBUs. Ratings wise, did pretty decent. 3.42 on Untappd and 3.7 on Beer Advocate. Looks like I screwed that pour up slightly. Now this one's got a ton of head on it. I had a couple people ask me how I'm keeping this cold because it's such a giant box. I do have a beer fridge out back, but I have a bunch of stuff in there, so I've just been leaving this in my garage. Up until today is weird. It's like in the 60s or something, and this terrible storm, this terrible weather. But prior to today, it has been nice and cool. So I've just been leaving it out in the garage. That is the worst knobhead pour of all time for me. I've been leaving it out in the garage, and it had been doing its thing out there. And usually, I mean, they're not freezing cold like they are in the fridge, but I kind of prefer my beers, not room temperature, but I don't really like them ice cold either. If I keep them in the garage, it keeps them at a decent temperature, and I don't have to mess with putting this in and out of the fridge or any of that other kind of crap. Now, I forgot my handy dandy SRM chart. I don't know where it's gone. It usually sits over here. Maybe my wife has cleaned the house up and removed it. I'm going to go... I don't have the chart with me, but this is a really light, pale yellow color. I mean, this is probably a 2 or a 3 on that chart, if that. Crystal clear, can see right through it. Fair amount of carbonation, nothing crazy. The bubbles are actually moving kind of slowly. As far as the head, this thing looks glorious. I mean, I got a hand's worth here because of my knobhead pour, but this is nice, white, pillowy, soft, looks really good. And at the top of it, I've noticed that with a lot of these, they have a nice kind of sheen to them. When you look at the head on like a nitro beer, it's like a nice kind of glossy look almost. And I think a lot of these have had a very similar one, even though obviously they're clearly not nitro beers. Let's give it a sniff. See if I can sniff through that mountain of head. Not a whole lot going on. I said that with most of these. I mean, a lot of the Helles lagers, they're not overpowering smells. You're not going to pick up tons of hops or tons of weird flavors. With this, you kind of get like a light, grainy sweetness. That's about it. Not a whole lot more. I mean, I know a lot of people might say it's like a light, bready sweetness. And this one I think is a little sweeter, like grainy almost, but it's pretty decent. All right, I'm going to try to give this a shot. See if I can make it through this head. Probably have a super mustache here. Medium bodied. I expected this one was going to be a little lighter too, but it really isn't. It's got decent body to it. Nice, smooth, medium bodied beer. As far as the taste, You probably get more of a crackery malt on this one, I think, than the bready malt. Light sweetness, but this is definitely hoppier than most of the other Hellas's that I've had in this box. At the end, you do get a decent little hop bitterness to it. It's not strong. You also get maybe like a little bit of a yeast kind of taste as well, like a tiny bit of spiciness. Not strong, no, not overpowering, but just kind of like nicely mixed in. So kind of, like I said, cracker malt, a little bit of the honey-like sweetness, a little bit of a yeasty pepperiness, and a little bit of hoppy bitterness at the end. Again, this is a well-made beer. I mean, I can't really complain about any of these. I think the worst one so far got an right? And it wasn't that it was bad, it was just nothing, you know, it wasn't really great. I wouldn't necessarily buy it again in and of itself. Where most of these I would gladly drink again. Now again, they're not going to knock your socks off if you're somebody who drinks sours all the time, or big IPAs, or imperial pastry stouts and crazy stuff like that. But if you enjoy these nice beers, the Helles lagers and stuff like that, Pilsners, which I do enjoy. They're probably more summer beers. I've noticed a couple people mention that this would probably be great in the summer as opposed to later in the season where we usually want darker beers with a higher ABV. But I can't complain about it at all. I think it's a solid beer. This one here, the Marie Hausbrendel, would get a big thumbs up. I would definitely drink this, preferably by the liter next time. So maybe I'll try to find some more of these somewhere. Hey, if you liked the video, give me a thumbs up, hit that like button. If you want to see more videos like this, please hit subscribe. And as always, you got any comments or questions, jump in down below. Have you tried the Marie Hausbrendel? If so, let me know what you think about it. Also, to everybody out there, I hope you all stay safe. I hope the storms haven't affected any of your families. You know, I'm not a big religious dude, but thoughts and prayers, whatever, my friends. Stay safe, enjoy a few beers, and stay in the house if you can. Cheers. Till next time.